everyone from HopZine.com. Thanks for joining me for another video beer review. This time we are looking at a bottle of BRUX Domesticated Wild Ale, a collaboration between Russian River and Sierra Nevada. It is, as it says on the front of the bottle, a dry and complex Belgian style ale re-fermented in the bottle with Brettanomyces bruxellensis. It is 8.3% ABV. Brettanomyces bruxellensis is the strain of Brettanomyces that is found in the Seine area of Belgium, so very near Brussels. I guess it's something that is really common in the brewing of lambic beers. I think the base beer for this was a beer that was released by Sierra Nevada called Foundation Ale, which is kind of like a saison type of thing, which I did try. That's what I hear. That I might be wrong saying that, but I picked this up and I really want to try it. I mean, the Russian River are involved. It's got to be exciting. I'll show you the cork in a minute. It's really exciting. It's a really nice little touch. Oh, it's a nice, quite a tight cork. Bear with me as I struggle. Below. Bloody hell, it's on tight. Ah, fucking hell. Something for your entertainment, clearly. Come on, you swine. Just give me a minute. I'll get there in the end. Ah, bloody hell. This is in. It's still not out. It's going to be 4 minutes in and we haven't even got the cork out. I hope it don't fly everywhere now. It's going to be a pain in your fucking ass. Come on, you swine. Right, one more twist and it's going to be out. Oh, there we go, you bugger. Whew. Lots of CO2 escaping from the glass, as it says re-fermented in the bottle. I'll show you the pour, but it's too heavy as this bottle. I've got this relatively cool. So, after all that, oh yes, as I said, the cork. It's got BRUX on the side and on the top, and then where's it got around the side? Oh yeah, Domesticated Wild Ale. I might keep hold of that cork. It's a really interesting little touch. Lovely looking bottle as well, as you can see. It's got a slightly kind of distressed edge to it as well. It's nice. So, beer in the glass. A lovely, slightly, it's probably a bit of chill haze to be honest on that. Lovely looking pale orangey yellow. The head, a thin ring of pure white froth. So let's check out the aroma. Oh, definitely getting that Brett, but it's not coming through in ridiculous quantities, which is nice. Yeah, I'm getting kind of like a peach note. Oh yeah, I'm getting more of that Brett now. When people say barnyard and all this kind of business, I don't hang around barnyards. And that's the wrong decision to use those words in that order. I don't know, I don't associate with the smells of barnyard very often. But when I think of Brettanomyces, I keep coming back to this idea of cleaning products and public toilets. It's quite odd. Clean public toilets, but you know, there's something a bit pissy in there as well. There's a kind of like a bio yogurt kind of thing going on. Maybe a hint of kind of lemongrass. Fresh ginger. Mild kind of white rum. But that Brett does kind of sing out alongside a lovely kind of peach apricot kind of thing. Maybe some tart lemon juice in there as well. It smells lovely. It smells really nice. Does it smell, when I think of kind of these kind of ales with Brettanomyces, it might not be Brettanomyces bruxellensis, I mean, I'm not sure if it is, but Orval is the kind of the archetype of this type of beer. It's not along the Orval lines at all. And it's not an aroma I associate with, actually, it's sweet orange then as well. It's not an aroma that I'm specifically associating with a lambic as well, which is really odd. But then again, that's the power of yeast. Anyway, I'm waffling, I'll talk about it a bit more later on. Anyway, cheers, let's dive in. Oh, it's lovely. Lovely. Maybe because I've got it nice and cool. kind of fleshy, kind of clementines, a slightly sweet but watery orange. Yeah, lychee, a load of honeydew melon. It's quite dry, cutting, good amount of carbonation, not too fizzy like original Belgian style ale of this type. Might be a bit too fizzy. But it still remains slightly champagne as it kind of froths up in the mouth. There's a nice hop bitterness which is coming in the form of orange peel, maybe a hint of not too juicy grapefruit, maybe more like tinned grapefruit. A nice kind of lime peel. Slightly, yeah, once again lemongrass, coriander. At the end, it becomes quite dry, as it says. And once again with this, I'm getting kind of like peach apricot yogurt type thing, which is running all the way through it. It's not too juicy, but it's got a kind of soft, malty creaminess running through it. That's lovely. As far as style goes, thinking back to if it was foundation ale, what was put, which was essentially the beer that was put in this bottle before it was re-fermented. You can kind of see it, but it's head and shoulders above that beer. Does it sit next to something like Orval? Yeah, it kind of does. It's along those lines, maybe softer, a bit, definitely more American. It does have a kind of like a, you can see it's a Sierra Nevada beer. Sorry, you can taste it's a Sierra Nevada beer. It's got a hint of something about the Keller Weiss or the Sierra Nevada Pale Ale. There's something like kind of mix of that mixed in there, definitely with the flavour. If I bought this in Belgium, from Belgian brewery, I'd say yeah, it's good, it's really good. Probably speaking of more interesting Belgian beer, something like Brasserie de la Seine, I definitely see something like this coming from them. Especially they're very similar to their beer, well, a lot stronger, but reminds me of the house beer Mot de Lambic in Brussels, which is brewed by Brasserie de la Seine, called Band of Brothers Series 1 episode, well it's 1, 2, 3, so on. I think they're up to like episode 3, and that's the one I had, which was a Belgian Pale Ale, which was quite hopped up. And this is, I think, this is where this is standing. You do definitely get that Brett, without the doubt, on the nose. But yeah, it sits somewhere between kind of like a Belgian Pale Ale and a Saison, more than that kind of like Bretty thing going on. I've had American kind of collaborations. Some of the beers from Anchorage have had much more Brettanomyces in than this. But for me, that is spot on. I'm sure with time the Brett will kind of like roll on and keep coming and becoming a bit more funky. At the moment it's nice and fresh and fruity and hoppy as well, which I really like. Anyway, I've been talking for far too long. So that is, I'm enjoying it, I have to admit it. It's really, I'm really pleased with how that's tasting. So that's a bottle of BRUX Domesticated Wild Ale from Sierra Nevada in collaboration with Russian River, 8.3% ABV. A lovely beer. Anyway, I'm Rob from HopZine.com. See you next time. Cheers.